What's up YouTube? It's Deanna from Windy City Vape Reviews, and today I have a juice review for you from the Cuttwood Juice line, so stay tuned. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a juice review for the Cuttwood Juice line. I have three of their juices here with me today: the Bird Brains, Sugar Drizzle, and Unicorn Milk. I know they have 5 different juices in their line, but I am not a melon fan, and I am definitely not a fan of tobacco vapes, so I figured I would stick with the 3 that I know are in my flavor profiling kind of. So I will show you their bottle art. They're all pretty similar, so I'm only going to show you the one. This is the Bird Brains. They have the name as well as some warnings, and then your milligrams of nicotine. So one thing I noticed that they do not have is the PG-VG ratio, and I could not even find this information out on their website. I did some research online, and I was getting some inconsistencies with what was listed as the PG-VG ratio. Some were saying it was a 65-35, and some were saying it was a 70-30 PG-VG, or VG-PG, I should say. Judging by the thickness, I would say this is probably more of a 70-30. We're going to go ahead and start with the Bird Brains, and they list Bird Brains on their website as a fresh out-of-the-box fruit cereal that delivers true on every note. So we'll go ahead and give it the smell test. It smells like I just opened a box of Fruit Loops. It smells fantastic. It smells so good I kind of want to eat it, but don't worry, I won't. And I'll go ahead, and today I will be using my Plume Clone RDA with my Eleaf 100 watt. I actually love my little Plume clone, and I will be doing a review on it in the upcoming video. So if you want to find out more information about that, please subscribe and wait for this to come out. So let me go ahead and drip a little bit of the Bird Brains on here. Now, when I first started vaping, I stuck with mostly menthols. I was a menthol smoker, and I've kind of found that it was very hard to find a menthol that was reminiscent of a menthol cigarette. They were either a little too more like spearmint or peppermint, or if they were menthol, they were so menthol that it tasted more like you were vaping a cough drop. The only ones I found that I really enjoyed were from Halo e-cigs. If you have not heard of them, I would highly suggest checking out their website if you are into menthol vapes. They're not the cheapest, but they are probably one of the best as far as menthol flavors that I had tried when I first started vaping. After I was vaping for a little while, I went to more of the custardy, creamy, vanilla type vapes, and I did start trying some of the fruity vapes, things like that. I never really thought I would be a cereal vape person. I thought, who wants to vape cereal? But I got a bottle of Supremacy Beast DNA in a sample box, and I fell in love. It's kind of like a fruity pebble. It's fantastic. And I figured I would go ahead and try some of the other cereal vapes that are out there. So I went to my vape shop and I purchased these at my vape shop. I got 2 of them at once, and then I went back for the 3rd because they didn't have it in stock the first time I went. And I got 2 bottles. It was about $23 with tax and everything. So not horrible, but you know, not budget juice priced. So they are 16.5 milliliter bottles instead of 15. Typically you see 15, 30 and up from there. But these are actually 16.5 milliliter bottles. So, you know, roughly $12 a piece. Not too bad. So let's go ahead and give this a vape. I do have a .23 dual coil parallel build on my Plume clone. And I have my Eleaf 100 watt set to about 55 watts. Go ahead and give it a vape. That is good. That is definitely like I just took a spoonful of Fruit Loops cereal. I get a lot of the fruity cereal taste on the inhale. There's not one fruit that's more overpowering than other. I have tried some different cereal vapes, and there are some that are a little more lemony or limey flavored, and they weren't as satisfying. But this one, it seems to be a nice blend of the different fruits, as well as you're getting that cereal taste. I can't really describe what it is. It's not really necessarily like a oaty flavor, but it definitely tastes like I am vaping Fruit Loops. On the exhale, I do get that milky creaminess. There is that like mouthfeel. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's like a very smooth and creamy. It tastes like cereal, Fruit Loop cereal. If you're into cereal vapes and you have not tried the Cuttwood line yet, I would highly suggest going out and trying this. Now, taste is subjective. This may be one that I really like, but may not be one that you really like. I would have to say that the Supremacy Beast DNA is still my favorite cereal vape, but this one is actually a very good second. And I have not seen the Beast DNA in my shop yet, so as far as if I want to pick up something locally, this is a great alternative. I actually really enjoy this one. Okay, so next up we are going to do the unicorn milk. And, oops, sorry. They describe unicorn milk as a perfect blend of enhanced strawberry extract and 4 unique fresh creams. We'll go ahead and give it the smell test. If I can figure out which bottle it is. I definitely get a fresh strawberry smell from this versus a candy strawberry smell. It smells like fresh strawberries. Like I just sliced strawberries. Go ahead and drip this on my dripper. If you DIY your own juice, you probably have noticed that there are different brands that carry strawberry flavored extracts, and some of them are a little bit more like a fresh strawberry, and some of them are more like a candied strawberry where they're a little bit sweeter. When I'm vaping, as far as an all-day vape, I do like sweet juices, but I don't like them where they're so overpoweringly sweet that they kind of like hang on your palate. When I'm doing fruity ones, as far as bakery ones, I like them really nice and sweet. And one really, really good one that I've tried was from Little Head Vapors called Crazy Cookie. It is out of this world, so if you haven't tried that one, go out and try that one. But we're going to go ahead and vape the strawberry milk, and I'm going to back this down to about 50 watts to start out with. I noticed some of the vapes that have the fruits and the creams in them do a little better at lower wattages, so we'll try it out at 50 watts. Definitely getting a fresh strawberry on the inhale. It's not overpoweringly sweet. Very refreshing. I get that same milky creaminess on the exhale. Very smooth, both of them. I don't get a lot of throat hit. Now, some of that is going to have a lot to do with your PG-VG ratio as well as your milligrams of nicotine. I do vape a 3 milligrams of nic, so both that I've tried so far in their line, I don't get a really harsh throat hit at all, which I do prefer. Since when I first quit smoking, I did like the throat hit. I liked the feel because it, to me, was more like vaping or smoking a cigarette than, you know, just vaping. I started on the little Eagle Pen style with above ohm vaping, and I really liked that throat hit feel. But after I went to sub-ohming, I did not care for it as much because you're getting so much more vapor with sub-ohming than you do with above ohm vaping. So let's go ahead and give this one another try. I can see why there's so much hype about this on the internet. I've seen so many great reviews about this unicorn milk, and now I know why. And I now know why there are so many clone DIY recipes out there for it, because it's really, really good. As far as the milky creaminess, I can't really pinpoint a specific type of milk. With DIYing, I've noticed that there are so many different ones. There's like French vanilla and dairy milk and dulce de leche and so many different ones. And I think it's because they have a blend of different creams in there that you cannot just pick out one particular one, but it's altogether a really, really good vape. Yeah, that might just become my all-day vape now. So let's see what they say about sugar drizzle. So they list sugar drizzle as an expert balance of cinnamon bakery meets sweet milky cream to create a very all-day vapeable e-sauce that hits those breakfast cereal notes your taste buds crave. Let's give this one a smell. This one smells a little more mild than the other two flavors. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess they are flavors. I do get some of that bakery cinnamon. It doesn't smell like a red hot cinnamon type. It smells kind of like a cinnamon roll. So let's go ahead and drip this on here. If you don't like cinnamon at all, I don't know if you'd want to try this one, but from the smell alone, it does not smell like it's overpowering cinnamon. I do like cinnamon, but I don't like it where it's just like in your face kind of cinnamon. So I'm going to give it a try and see what it tastes like. I'm getting some of the cinnamon on the inhale. So let me go ahead and bump it up a little. This one might do a little better at a higher wattage. If you get a juice that you don't really care for when you first try it out, go ahead and play around with your wattage, because I have noticed that sometimes juices taste a little better at lower wattages and some do a little better at higher wattages. So I would definitely highly recommend playing around with your wattage, play around with your ohms. This, like I said, is at a 0.23 ohm build, but I have noticed that some of the juices that I have, I prefer them at like a 0.5 or a 0.4. I get a little better flavor out of it. So let's go ahead and give this one a try. Now I did bump it up and I over dripped. I am an over dripper like you would not believe. And I'm leaking. So I did bump this one up to 60 watts, so let's go ahead and try it again. Getting a little more of the cinnamon now, but I also get a little more of kind of like almost like a cinnamon roll actually. I don't get a lot of creaminess on the exhale like I did on the first two. There is a little bit of cream, not a whole lot of flavor on the exhale, but on the inhale I'm getting a really good cinnamon roll flavor. This one doesn't seem to be as sweet as the first two either, and as far as a bakery type vape, I do prefer them a little sweeter. So I don't know that I would go out and purchase this one again. It's not a bad vape, and again, taste is subjective. You may not like super sweet vapes, and if you don't like it super sweet and you do like cinnamon, this one may be a perfect one for you if you have not tried the Cuttwood line yet. Again, it tastes to me kind of like a cinnamon roll, but not heavy on the cinnamon. Maybe more like an uniced cinnamon, because it's not super sweet, where normally with a cinnamon roll you got that icing on the top and or like a cream cheese on the top, and I don't get either one of that with this. So it's kind of like an uniced cinnamon roll, at least to me. So overall, I would definitely say that I do like their juices. I do prefer the first two over the last one. Again, I think my favorite is probably the unicorn milk. I do like the Fruit Loops one, but I prefer the Beast DNA from Supremacy over that one. And I have tried a couple other ones that I will be doing some reviews for later on down the road. So stick around, subscribe, like, and until next time, I hope you have a great day and keep on vaping.